The haul is in. There are a few caseless games, disc only. This is a beat 'em up from Capcom, Warriors of Fate, an arcade port. I've got here, what's this? This is a Bomberman Saturn. No case again. And this one here, I'm bummed this doesn't have a case. Marvel Superheroes, a Capcom 2D fighter with Spider-Man and all sorts of shit. Really cool. And Sonic Jam, which is all 3 Mega Drive games on one disc. And now onto the actual games with cases and shit. Fighters Megamix, it's like all of Sega's fighters all mashing it up, like Virtua Fighter and some others, which I don't have. Daytona USA Circuit Edition. This is like a re-release of Daytona USA that runs better than the original one, which was kind of rushed out. Here we have X-Men Children of the Atom, another Capcom beat 'em up. You'll be seeing a lot of Capcom beat 'em ups. I think this one uses the 4 meg expansion as well. You can have more animations and shit. Actually, I don't think this one does, but some coming up do. Surprise, another fighter. Capcom Marvel vs Street Fighter. This is like the precursor to Marvel vs Capcom, the series that's still going today. This one definitely uses the 4 meg in some capacity. I'm not sure. It's probably just because it's in Japanese. But oh, I broke the case opening this, and fuck, I was so pissed. This is one of my big games. Puzzle Fighter 2. This is starring all your Street Fighter and Darkstalkers characters from Capcom's Fighters, but in like almost like a Tetris puzzle game. You can get this on 360 and stuff. I fucking love this game. It's really fun. This here is a 2D shooter called Layer Section. The 2D shooters on this, like the ones where you scroll down from the bottom of the screen, the old 2D. These games are so fucking expensive on the Saturn, so this is just like a more affordable one. Panzer Dragoon, it's pretty much Sega's Star Fox, answer to Star Fox. It's an on-rails shooter where you're on the back of a big fucking dragon shooting stuff on a set path. What have we got next? This is Real Bout Fatal Fury, which is from SNK. 2D fighter. There's nothing on the back there. This was super cheap, so I don't know if it's supposed to be blank on the back. Here's a heavy hitter. Megaman X4 from Capcom. Classic 2D sprite based. That should be a real cracker. Look forward to finishing that. This one here, yeah, get this. See this outside part? I'm the first person to actually ever open this, and that was kind of cool. And this is Samurai Shodown 4, and from SNK once again. They're like Neo Geo's brand, if you've heard of them. So this is like a arcade perfect 2D fighter, where you are like ninjas and shit with swords. And Virtua Fighter Remix. Yeah, Sega's kind of Tekken type of thing, 2D fighting. Not as cool as the Capcom stuff, I don't think. Sega Rally, which is, you know, rally racing game. I used to love this in the arcade when I was a boy. Virtua Fighter 2. Once again, this is way better than Virtua Fighter 1. It's probably still not quite as fun as Tekken, but the series is still going today, so some people like it. And lastly, Vampire Hunter, which is kind of like Capcom's. It's like Street Fighter, but with Dracula and the Mummy and all this sort of shit, a Catwoman. Some of them you probably recognize from games today. Some very popular Capcom characters were created in this series.